फ्रेंड्स यू आर वाचिंग इसके शो ऑफ इसके सर फ्रेंड्स आज जो है बहुत ही खास वीडियो लेकर आया हूँ। काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स ने रिक्वेस्ट की कि सर हमें इंग्लिश का एग्ज़ाम बहुत करीब है और कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट्स के लिए और ज़्यादा करें। तो फ्रेंड्स मैं कहना चाहूँगा आज का वीडियो कम्प्लीटली देखें और उसका फ़ायदा उठाएं। और आज जो है कम्प्लीटली आपको जानते हैं कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो कि एक बीट के लिए बहुत ही परेशान होते हैं, जैसे कि एनोटेट फॉलोइंग रेफरेंस टू कॉन्टैक्ट के लिए। तो फ्रेंड्स आज मैं काफ़ी एनोटेट्स जो कि पूरे बुक से निकाल कर इम्पोर्टेंट आपके लिए लाया हूँ, ताकि बोर्ड एग्जाम में जो पूछ चुके हैं और जो पूछने वाले हो सकते हैं उसकी तमाम हमारे गेसेस जो आपके लिए लाए हैं। इसलिए कंप्लीट वीडियो और इस एनोटेट के अंदर आपको लेसन्स के नेम्स, ऑथर के नेम्स प्लस डिटेल दिए जाएंगे। तो इसको कंप्लीट देखते रहें फ्रेंड्स। अगर अब तक अगर आप हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहे हैं तो सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, शेयर भी कीजिए और लाइक भी कीजिए तो और कमेंट भी कीजिए। तो हमारा वीडियो अगर आपको वाकई अच्छा लगा तो मैं कहूँगा कि प्लीज़ ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को शेयर करें। एग्ज़ाम बहुत करीब है। मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि आप अगर सपोर्ट करेंगे तो उन बच्चों तक पहुँच जाएगा जो वाकई इसकी ज़रूरत रखते हैं। जज़ाकल्लाह खैर। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। Assalamu alaikum friends, you are watching SK show of SK sir on YouTube officially channel. This is Muhammad Sharif Khan SK sir. This video is brought to you by Sahara Opticals, Station Road, Timapuri Chowk, Gulbarga, prop Muhammad Nasir Khan Sahab. And this optical is specially for sales and service, repairing, soldering, fitting, sales and service. Today's important session is about important board exam annotates. Friends, without wasting your time, let us start a sessions. Today's important bit is about, especially in English, it is of carrying 12 to 15 marks, maybe of 4 questions. It may be come by 5 questions also. Explain with reference to context is generally called. First question is very most important questions which I took from whole leader to make you easy for the preparation of upcoming examination. Friends, very few days are left for you are facing the board examination. So friends, you just keep ahead and be touch and learn it carefully. It will be help you a lot. Friends, if you are first question is, if you can cure an animal, you can cure my son. This extract or sentence is taken from the lesson Louis Pasteur, The Conqueror of Disease, written by E.H. Carter. Friend, you know generally this sentence is said by the woman to the Louis Pasteur when she came to know about that Louis Pasteur had invented medicines for the anthrax. At the situation, she came up and asked to, or you can say the requested to Louis Pasteur for curing and giving medicines to his to her son. You have to write in a detail, so I can't go detail for because I have to cover a lot of questions. I just say the lesson name or poet name. It will be easy for you and you just have to go and search it and it will be helpful for you. The second question is, why don't you look out of the window, she asked. This extract or this sentence is taken from the lesson The Eyes Are Not Here, written by Ruskin Bond. You know friend, generally this is said by a girl when she was traveling with a man or you can say writer, when they were both in a same compartment. At that situation, she told to the writer, why don't you look out of the window, and you have to write detail somewhat. You get 3 marks easily. So next, third question is, bare wind quotes, when late the sweet birds sang. This extract or the line is taken from the poem Sonnet 73, The Time of the Year. You can say that this is written by William Shakespeare. You have to write a detail when this situation is came out. And next question is about the fourth one. Why do they make good neighbors? Friends, this is the conversation between the two neighbor and the poet, and this extract is taken or the line is taken from the poem Mending Wall, written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is going to convince and to his neighbor for not building a wall between them, and the situation is going on. You have to write details about this. You will get the 3 marks for this. The next question, fifth. I brought a wrong man into this paradise. This sentence is taken or extract. This extract is from A Wrong Man in a Worker's Paradise, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This is said by the aerial messenger to the president of a workers' paradise when a meeting was called, when they were anxious about to that everyone is going to become idle and they are going to leave their work. So that situation all are getting angry. This, and so that time aerial messenger said this above words, and you have to write the details on that. The next question is, "O grave, keep shut lest I be shamed." This line is taken from a poem CLM, written by John Masefield. This is said by John Masefield about her mother's love when she got death. She was in resting in a graveyard. The next question is, what have I done to keep in my mind my debt to her and womankind? These lines are taken from the poem CLM, written by John Masefield. So this is saying by uh, poet himself to in the memory of her mother. You have to write detail about the things which I said earlier in a question. Now next is about eighth question. Then she was an interesting girl. This sentence or the extract is taken from the lesson The Eyes Are Not Here, written by the Ruskin Bond, and this is said by a writer to the fellow passenger who came after the girl. At that situation, this is said by the writer to that fellow man. The next question is, what shall I, poor man, do? This line or the extract is taken from the poem The Temple and the Body, written by Baswanna, translated by A.K. Ramanujam. And this is saying that the poet to the god that a rich can build a temple for Shiva, that what shall a poor man do means poor persons or the labor, how they can build a um, uh, temple for Shiva. So there he is comparing himself that his body and his legs and his head, his legs are pillars and the body the shrine and had a couple of gold. That you have to write this same situation in this extract. The next question is, will you buy my hair? This sentence is taken from the lesson Gift of the Magi, written by O Henry. This is said by Dolla to the that lady from that who is going to look out and taking her to Madame Safroni in this lesson. She is asking that she is interested into sell her hair uh, for her husband to present a gift on the eve of Christmas. So at that time, she planned and she told to that Madam Safrani, "Will you buy my hair?" You have to write like this in details. You'll get the 3 marks. Now next question is, the future, he said, will belong to those who shall have done the most for suffering humanity. And friends, let's see the answer is, these lines are taken from the lesson from Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease, written by E.H. Carter. This is said by the uh, Pasteur at the meeting when his but 70th birthday celebration at the situation he is advising to the people of the city. That times he told the above said lines or the sentences. You have to write somewhat detail, you will get 3 marks easily. Now next questions. That second self that seals up all in rest. These lines are taken from the poem That Time of Year, that is also called Sonnet 73, written by William Shakespeare. And this is saying by the William Shakespeare, comparing the death to the others stages of life. The next question is, please God, make him think I am still pretty. Friends, these lines are taken, these sentences is taken from The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. Uh, this is said by the Della to God that when she cut her hair to buy a present for his for her love, that means Jim, that situation she is very worried about whether Jim dislike her well that she got her cut hair. And you have to write some more details, you'll get easily marks. The next question, 13th one. I'm sorry, I'm not as attractive to traveling companion as the one who just left. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Eyes Are Not Here, written by Ruskin Bound. This is said by the man who came after the girl in a same compartment when the writer and the girl were traveling to Dehradun. At that situation, when the means when the girl she left the train at the station Sharhanpur, then the man entered at the situation, and the man sit opposite to that writer. The man told to the writer, to the skin bond, the situation that I'm sorry, I'm not as attractive to traveling companion as the one who just left. You have to write details on what from this. The next question is 14th one. If the grace gate could be undone, she would not know her little son. These lines are taken from the poem CLM, written by John Masefield. This is said by the John Masefield to the god he's praying, and he was very worried and very feeling sad about his mother's death at the situation said above. Words you write, go ahead and practice detail. So 15th question, it will grow out again, you won't mind, will you? This sentence is taken from the lesson The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. This is said by the Della to her love Jim, that means to her husband, when she got cut her hair, when Jim came back to his house in evening, and he notices that Della cut her hair, and the situation, Jean was kept quiet, and that Della was worried, and she is going to convince her husband. At the situation, she came and told to her husband that, darling, it will grow out again, you won't mind, will you? And please go and read it, extract in deeply, you'll get easily marks. The next question is, have you noticed that the tree seems to be moving while we seems to be standing still? This sentences or the extract is taken from the lesson The Eyes Are Not Here, written by Ruskin Bound. This is said by the girl. Uh, this is said by uh, the traveler. I mean the writer to with the girl when they were traveling in a same compartment to the station to the Dehradun. um at a situation, writer is going to convince and to chat with that girl. From that he is hiding himself as a bland at a situation. He said this, have you noticed that the tree seems to be moving whilst we seems to be standing still? Please go ahead and learn details. I can't say you detail because I have to cover up lot of abstract. So it will be very lengthy video for me, so make it out. Please go and please search and prepare yourself completely. The next question is uh, the 17th one. He moves in darkness as it seems to me. This lines is taken from the poem Mending Wall, written by Robert Frost. Uh, this is said by the poet. The situation when the boy, when the sorry, when the poet took a boat, was traveling, and without a owner's permission, at the situation, he saw the bowers. The next question is, what woman's happier life repays her for those months of rest days? These lines are taken from the poem CLM, written by John Masefield, and this is said by the John Masefield about in in love of beloved his mother, and he was very annoyed and very sad and telling his grievous words to in the love of his mother. And please go and learn detail. The next question is, good fences make good neighbors. This line is taken from the poem Mending Wall, written by the Robert Frost. This is said by the Robert Frost to his neighbor. This is said by the Robert Frost neighbor to the Robert Frost that good fences makes a good neighbors, because he is interested to uh, building a wall. That situation, both the conversation happened between the poet and the neighbors. And next question is, what is the basis of our life? This sentence is taken from the lesson The Elixir of Life, written by Sir C.V. Raman. And as you know, friend, this lesson is based on truly on water's necessity, or you can say the importance of water. Go, please learn detail about this extract. So next question is, money is not required to buy every one necessity of the soul. This sentences is taken from the lesson Consumerist Culture, written by Cherian Alexander. This is saying that we can't buy everything with money, because nowadays everyone going to eager to spend out our money to buying every basic necessary need. They want luxury, they want everything uh, to be exposure in this world. So that situation, the writer Cherian Alexander is saying, so we can buy everything with money, but money is not required to buy everyone necessity of the soul. Please learn detail from your reader, because I can't say the detail, I can't explain it, because I have to be cover a lot of questions. The next question, 22, can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? This sentence is taken from the lesson The Eyes Are Not Here, written by Ruskin Bond. This is said by the writer to the man who came after the girl who left that compartment. At the situation, writer want to know about that girl who left out the compartment, whether she kept her hair long or short, because he was totally blind. He was unable to see the girl how she looks like. So next question is about, but if you will unwrap the package, you may see why you had me going a while at first. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. So this is said by the Dalla to her husband when she got cut her hair, and she is convincing to her husband. At a situation, she told that what her husband brought for her on the Christmas Eve. That situation she said about the words, and go please learn details. The next question is, what I have done to keep in mind my debt to her and women mankind. So these lines are taken from the poem CLM written by the John Masefield. This is saying by the John Masefield in his mother's love, and you can say in remembrance to her mother who got dead. Please go and learn and summary you will get easily for this. The next question is, stay where you are until our backs are turned. This line is taken from the Mending Wall poem written by Robert Frost. This is said by the poet to her his neighbor, and please learn detail you'll get easily from your summary of the poem. The next question is, you will have to look at the time 100 times a day now. This sentences is taken from the lesson The Gift of the Magi written by O. Henry. So this is said by the uh, this is said by the Della to her husband when she got cut her hair. At a situation conversation happened between her husband and her. So learn it carefully from the lesson. Now next question is about 27th. In me though sees the twilight of such a day as after sunset fadeth west, and this line is taken from the poem Sonnet 73, The Time of the Year, written by William Shakespeare. You know, friend, this is comparison between the stages of life, and sunset means the end of the stage of the life. Please go and learn from the summary. You'll get easily answer for this. The next question is about 28th one. That is, he was always in the ways of others. This extract or this sentence is taken from a lesson A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, written by Rabindranath Tagore. And this is said by the writer that a man who is wasting his time simply for painting and sculpturing, and he was very idle. And he's the writer want to tell us in the workers paradise who were all are busy in their busy schedule, busy in their work. In that condition the man always came in the ways of others because he don't have any kind of work to perform. And please learn the refer the reader, you'll get easily for this and you'll get a good marks. The next question is 29th. Aha, you have no work in hands, have you? This sentence is taken from the lesson A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, written by Rabindranath Tagore, and this is said by the girl to the lazy man fellow, that is idle artist. That situation, that man is wasting a time, do not performing any kind of work, and the girl was observing him from many days at the situation, and she want to hand over some work to him. At the situation she was surprised that he doesn't have any kind of work in his hand. So the next question, will you give me one of your picture, one that you can spare? This sentence is taken from the lesson A Wrong Man in a Worker's Paradise, written by again Rabindranath Tagore. This is said by a man to the girl of the worker paradise, that means the princess of the worker paradise, when the girl asked him to perform a work, to do some kind of work at a situation, the vital man that I can't do, I can easily paint or sculpture anything. So at the situation the man asked to the girl, will you give him her picture so that he can spare, he can paint? And please refer the detail from your textbook. So next question is, wait a moment, I shall come with you. Again, these sentences taken from the lesson A Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, written by Rabindranath Tagore. This is said by, surprisingly, by the girl of the worker paradise. When the man is going to leave the worker paradise, when the order given by the president of the workers paradise to leave the world of the worker paradise because he is going to disturb a lot at the situation. Suddenly a call out from the girl, wait a moment, I shall come with you. The next question is, nothing, a picture may have no meaning and serve no purposes. Sorry, you have to come, no meaning. It's somewhat written that money, no meaning. So this sentence is taken from The Wrong Man in Workers' Paradise, written by the Rabindranath Tagore. When the girl asked to the man when he painted uh, on a picture some sort of lines, the girl eager to know about what he had painted, but the man replied that nothing, a picture may have no meaning and no serve no purposes. Means he painted or he worked first getting some pleasure for himself. Friends, all work will be not get some useful meaning, but some work get for our pleasure of life. Please refer the first lesson easily for this. So next question is, what made this wonderful difference? This sentences is taken from the lesson The Elixir of Life, written by Sir C.V. Raman. So you have to write the detail about this. The next question is 34th. It has played a role of vast significance in shaping the course of Earth's history. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Elixir of Life, written by Sir C.V. Raman. So here is the Sir C.V. Raman telling about some sort of red fan tanks and how to save a water life. You go just refer the details from the lesson, you will get easily. Next question is, there was clearly nothing to do but a flop on the shabby. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. So this is also said by the Della to her husband that situation conversation happened between this between husband and wife. You just go ahead and learn it carefully. The next question is, uh, take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. When the Della is going to sell out her hair to the saloon owner, Madame Sofroni, she want to Della want to buy a gift for her husband. At the situation, she don't have money, so she decided to sell her hair. She went out to that parlor. Uh, Madam Sofrani, she at the time she offered her to sell her hair. Then replied that owner of the shop owner of the saloon, Madam Sofrani, told the above said words that take your hat off and let have a sight at the looks of it. She want to know whether how the hair her she has. So now the next question is, he will say I look a corneal and chorus girl. This sentence is taken from The Gift of the Magi, written by O. Henry. This is said by Della by herself when she was worried when she cut out her hair. She want to know that right now she is look like a Connie Allen chorus girl. She was thinking that whether the gym liked her or not. Please refer the lesson detail and you'll get a good marks from this also. The next question is, he was honored in his old age by the scientists of all nations. This sentence is taken from the lesson Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease, written by E.H. Carter, and this is said by the writer E.H. Carter when the meeting was called when the and on the 70th birthday of the Louis Pasteur, the situation happened, and you please refer, you'll get the detail for from this lesson. The next question is 39th. He devoted his life to the study of what we sometimes call germs. This sentence is taken from the lesson Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of Disease, written by E.H. Carter. The time the poet want to say, the writer want E.H. Carter want to say that he has spent his whole lifetime in the study of diseases in search of diseases. That means especially for knowing about the bacteria, germs, and know that how the it happens. Some he has also studied from the viruses, and the friends. Mr. Louis Pasteur had contributed a lot of things, and he had done a great job for the human mankind. Please refer the lesson detail, and you'll get the good idea, and you'll write the details about this from the above said quoted annotates. The next question is, when he walked down the hall, there was a storm of laughs. This sentence is taken from the lesson The Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of the Disease, written by E.H. Carter, and this is said by the E.H. Carter when he entered on the 70th birthday celebration in a very huge hall in conference. At that situation, when he entered, when he walked on the hall, there was a storm of people stand and give the stand ovation to the great such a personality, because Mr. Louis Pasteur sir has contributed lot of things for the human mankind. Please refer the details for this lesson, get a good idea. So next question is about a wave of the seas she had never seen. This extract is taken, or the lines are taken to a pair of Saraskin, written by Manmohan Singh, and this is said by the Manmohan Singh to that in love, but both of the mates. That total Saraskin, how the details you'll get a good idea. You just refer the summary. Now next question is 42nd. Pick up hands and jaws. This extract or the line is taken from To a Pair of Sarah Skin, written by Manmohan Singh. This is saying said by the Manmohan Singh that when the killer had killed to male Sarah Crane, or shot to male Sarah Crane, and that the situation, and he took his lifeless body in a coarse washing bag, and just he just picked his hand and jaws and throw it in a coarse washing bag. So this is was observing by female Sarah Kane. She was very felt grievance, and you just refer the summary and get the good marks. Now next question: blood-stained feathers into toddling chicks. This line is taken from a poem To a Pair of Sarah Screen, written by again Manmohan Singh. So this is said by the Manmohan Singh, and in loves of the female Sarah Screen, and she was grievous, and friends, after when the bird killer took a lifeless body of a dead mate, that means male Sarah Kane, in a coach washing bag, when the spot where the male Sarah Kane got dead, the blood stained feathers overspreaded that took by the female Sarah Kane into toddling chicks, and she was just calling her dead mate to come back from her life. Please refer the summary and read the detailed answer from this part. So a proud next question: a proud neck was humbled. This line is taken from the poem To a Pair of Sarah Skin, written by Manmohan Singh. This is said by the again Manmohan Singh to the in terms of you can say that in love of her both female and male screen. So how they react, the female Sarah Skin reacted for her love when that. The next question is, a dollar earned is of far more value than £5. This line is taken from the poem Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher. This is written by the Abraham Lincoln, the President of America. So this is the advice, or you can say little order to the son's teacher. That situation he want to teach his son, and make his son in such a fine fellow that he can face boldly to the world. And that situation, a dollar and is so far more than value £5 means he do want to say that to teacher that not explain him that importance of humanity, honesty, that if he cheats someone and earn $5 by cheating or stealing, that is not valuable. If he earn a single dollar also, so that will be very valuable, means that means a dollar compared to the $5. So friend, next question is, to ponder the eternal mystery of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and flowers in the green hillside. These lines are taken from the poem Abraham Lincoln's Letter to His Son's Teacher, written by the Abraham Lincoln, and this is the detail about what is the importance of valuable advices given by the President of America to his son's teacher. The situation you want to make his son very still fellow, and importance of flower, how they are going to make a honey, and how the workers, the discipline work by the bees. And please refer the summary, you'll get the good answer from this. The next question is sublime faith himself and mankind. This extract or lines is taken from the Abraham Lincoln's letter to his son's teacher, written by the Abraham Lincoln. So this is said by the Abraham Lincoln to his son's teacher, that he have telling that to teach him son that he have to be keep faith himself and mankind to serve the humanity better. Please refer the summary. The next question is love swells like a solve but ebbs like its tide. This line is taken from the poem Lochinvar, written by Sir Walter Scott. So this is the in admiration of the strong, gallant, young, dynamic, very strong fellow by the Lochinvar, and he said how he abducted or win the Ellen's love and how he had enough. Please go and refer the summary. For the next question, for the laggards in love and dusted in war. This line is taken from the poem. This line is taken from the poem Lochinvar, written by the Sir Walter Scott. This is said by the poet. What to the admiration of, again you can say that Lochinvar, how he came without any weapon, single alone, to take a lens from the um, Netherby Hall, and how he reacted over there, and the whole summary how he win the island. So next question is, friend, I don't have the much time to explain you. So next question is, there was mongrels of the Netherby clan, Fenwicks and Musgrave, they rode and they ran. These lines are taken from the poem Lochinvar, written by the Sir Walter Scott. Again, how I'm why telling to that how Lochinvar had reacted, how he entered Netherby Hall very boldly, and how he convinced his father to attend the wedding hall, and what he told. And again, when he met with Ellen on the situation, and when how he danced, and how what he told, and how he ran off and win the Ellen, and from escape from the spot. So please refer the summary, you'll get a good idea and prepare yourself. The next question is, things standing shall fall. This line is taken from the poem The Temple and the Body, that is Vachana, written by Basonna. This is sentence. This line is resemble that, because after we death, everything will be finished, but what our works will be the remain for us for longer. And this extract, this line is going to tell a deep meaning. Please refer the summary, so you will get a good idea. The next question is, what shall I poor man do? This line is taken from the poem The Temple and the Body, that is Vachna poem, written by Basonna, and this is said by the Basonna that to Lord Shiva, and he want to convince him, and you told that if rich can build a temple for Shiva, but what shall I poor man do? Means what, how the people, poor people will be, and what they big, because a poor can enter, a rich can enter easily in the heaven or the paradise, but poor can't. So he is convincing and comparing himself and going to convince his lord. Please refer the summary, you'll get the idea. The next question is, but the moving ever shall stay. This line is taken from the poem again The Temple and the Body, written by in the from Vachana, written by the poet Basanna, and again this is saying by the Basanna to Lord Shiva, and after telling the same thing, because what we when we got dead, the things will be dead. After that, we will our work will be there. That will be move forever, shall stay. And please refer the summary, you'll get idea. So, friends, please learn this extract. Keep in mind the sentences with poet and lesson name. I worked hard very for making this video. I spent a lot of time after, even in my busy schedule. Friends, if you like our video very much, it will be very helpful for us. And please, I request you all to share my videos to everyone, so people who are the students who are getting a problem to learn, so for them it will be very easy for to prepare the communication. Friends, please, only few days are left. I just insist you to share and like our videos. Please comment it, so let I know that whether what kind of work I am doing, whether it what the work which I did really it is very helpful for you all or not. And the and what it is, because friends, you like the videos of entertaining, like music, like very entertaining music like Mia Bay song and all, you will enjoy it. But in terms of educations, mm, no, everyone will not be going get a create interest for this. So I just request to all my friends to share these videos sentences, so the students who are really needed, they will be get varied for them when they learn. Definitely, from their bottom of that, they give us some sort of supplication, that means dua for us, that will be very very needful for us, so to live peacefully in this world. So please, give me advices, subscribe my videos, subscribe my channels, like my videos, and I hope you'll enjoy today what I worked it. Inshallah, friends, I'll come with the back next video. By friends, we keep a watch everything. Inshallah, we will start a soon series of science. Till then, take care yourself, have a nice time, bye bye, खुदा हाफिज़। दुआ में याद रखिए, स्पेशली आपके खादिम मोहम्मद शरीफ खान सर को। सुबह खुदा हाफिज़, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको मेरा वीडियो आज का अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़ लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, शेयर करें और कमेंट भी करें, और अपने फ्रेंड्स को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें। मैं चाहता हूँ कि हमारा चैनल के तमाम एजुकेशन के लिए बन जाए, और मैं कहूँगा, और ख़ास तौर पे दुआ में याद रखिए। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, खुदा हाफिज़।